Hey guys, welcome back to the season 2 of the PitStop podcast, where you can stop by and keep up with us as we race our way to the finish line. Today, I'm with you, Mr. Hassan Saab, the manager of Desert Foxes, and the drink of the day is Pocari Sweat. Always stay hydrated with electrolytes. Chris, what do you got?
And my name is Chris, and I'm the driver of the team, and I brought chocolate milk.
And I'm Kamio, and I'm also the driver of the team, and I got mango lychee.
Today we'll be talking to you about the race day and how is it structured in the 2 days that's prior to it, and we're gonna get more information about that and compare it to last year's race day. As for this year's race weekend, we're gonna have 2 qualification days instead of one, and it's mainly intended for the international schools like US,
Italy.
Egypt, Italy as well, and this is to give them more time to prepare and to be ready for the for the race day. Moreover, talking about the qualification and the race day, the main important event that happens during that is inspection. You do not qualify inspection, you're not gonna be able to race. Usually, what happens is 2 inspectors come and they have a checklist, which they need to make sure that everything is according to the rules and regulations. From the woodboard spacing, for example, this year is what, 5.2? I think around that, and making sure that the bolts and nuts, everything is safely put, which will not cause harm to the driver or to the people around them. Making sure that the brakes are working. So they would last year they push on the brake, and someone who had to push the car. And if the car was running, means your brakes are not working. Therefore, you're disqualified. Moreover, they had to check the weight requirements for the driver, which is what, 80 kg? Yeah, 80 kg. So our drivers had a bit of a tough time with the weight, gaining weight and losing weight. However, it was a fun experience, and the most exciting part after the inspection is the qualifying lap.
So, how the qualifying lap actually works is quite similar to many motorsports out there. Basically gives teams a chance to share the track and allow them to try to set the fastest lap they possibly can, in which whoever has the shortest lap time gets to start first. So, all in all, um, whatever time you set, it determines the starting position in the race, which is why it's one of the most vital parts of the whole race.
Yeah.
And last year, we won the fastest qualifying lap award, and Kamio did it in his first try, and it was also his warm-up lap. And I think Kamio's lap was 1 minute 37 seconds,
Yeah.
and I was around 1 minute 38.
Minute 38, yeah, I remember.
And the rest of the teams were all about 1 minute 40 seconds.
Yeah, there was a big difference between us and the other schools, which clearly showed that we had the experience in the drivers. After the qualification, we put the car back, made sure that it was charging for a bit. They didn't allow us to charge it overnight due to safety reasons, so we just charged it till like around 4 o'clock, and then packed everything, made sure everything's safe, and then we went to the mall.
No, we went to the hotel.
We went to the hotel first, yeah. We had to check in. And then we went to the mall. Do you remember what we did in the mall?
We basically, the first thing that we did when we got to the mall was get food at Nando's. Which was pretty good experience.
Exactly.
We had a team bonding experience. And how's the food?
The food was spicy.
Very spicy.
Yeah, it was spicy.
Yeah.
And I remember I came later on. So after I was done with an hour, I saw some friends quickly because they were supposed to come and watch the event. They couldn't. So we were like, we're going to see you. And when I went back, you guys were sitting by the swimming pool.
Oh, yeah.
And we were nervous. Like, I remember entering and everyone was just thinking, what's going to happen in race day? How's it going to be? And so on.
Yeah.
It was actually, we sat there for how long? We sat there for a good while before we went to sleep. And I couldn't sleep, to be honest. I was just waking up. It was nerve-wracking. Anyways, this year I feel like we're more prepared.
Yes.
I feel like we gained the experience we needed. And the car is looking hopefully better than ever. All you need to do is just make sure that we do well in qualification, and on race day just do what we depend on as strategy. This year is in Sharjah, right?
Yeah.
Karting town. Have you ever been there?
No, I've never been there.
Me neither.
Yeah, me neither.
I think some of the other colleagues have been there. Sonal, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. How was it?
The track is really
Tight?
has a lot of U-turns and curves, so good luck, guys.
Okay.
We'll have to see on race day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and now on to the main event, the actual race itself.
Yeah.
And actually, last year our race was pretty eventful. I think it's safe to say that.
Yeah.
To begin, the rest of our team actually arrived to the event pretty late. How long?
3 hours late.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Due to
Fog.
fog. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Living Railways is a really long trip to Dubai, which where the race was last year, and so that full trip alone, without any stops, takes about
6 to 7 hours.
around 6 to 7 hours or something. So
The idea is like with the car, it takes you around 3.5 hours. With a bus, no stops, and there's fog. Crazy, to be honest.
So overall, our team did reach pretty late, but nonetheless, that didn't really stop us from achieving
Yeah.
our main ideology, our main goal.
Sorry to interrupt you. They actually reach on the time of the race, like maybe 20 minutes before the race begins. And as soon as they went out of the bus, I still remember them shouting.
I think it was Jassim, no?
Yeah, Jassim usually. Jassim just goes crazy. But everyone was shouting and they were really happy for us and they were supporting. It felt nice even seeing that the other teams had their own squad. Everyone was there except our team being delayed. I'm glad that they got to see the win.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing. What else?
During the race itself,
Yeah. Oh.
we did have some setbacks.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of, how do I say this? A lot of nervousness in between both the
Yeah.
drivers.
Yeah.
Chris, how did you feel about
I
the
was
race?
really nervous. Like before the race, like the week before, I genuinely couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Like
Me
it
neither.
was really hard. Yeah.
It just keeps worrying.
Yeah.
Keep thinking about it.
It's because during the race, you have all of the team's efforts, all of their hard work, all those long days that they spent here at this school, just all on your back. And they're all relying on you to be able to deliver, to be able to contribute to the one goal that we all have, that we all try to achieve, that the Desert Fox is trying to achieve.
Fair enough. Honestly, I feel like as a driver, most people will say it's simple for you to just drive the car, but you actually realize when you get the end product, it's like, okay, they worked the whole 2 terms for this, and now I have to make sure that I get it down to the finish line. And how did it feel during race day? Like, I want to know, how did each one of you feel racing the car against other cars, and what was your thoughts? Chris?
For me, during the race, I was actually super excited. I would say I was not nervous, even though I thought I would be nervous. And yeah, I was just having like a lot of fun and just taking it in.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you?
During the race, really, I tend to do this thing where when I drive, I tend to zone out. So I really wasn't thinking at all. I was just driving.
In your flow state.
Basically,
Yeah.
posting, yeah. But obviously, from time to time, there are communications, and every time I get that little window of opportunity to get back to reality, it makes me realize how blessed and lucky we are to be able to drive such an amazing car. And in that moment, it really feels thrilling, and there's quite literally nothing that can compare to it.
As the one that was communicating with them both, I was on my nerves the whole time, just taking readings, making sure that okay, we're good for now, we can keep going at this speed and so on. And just watching them from outside is actually a beauty, like seeing them overtake cars and like them just knowing the track so well. It was I genuinely enjoyed it. I was like just so happy. However, this year is gonna be a bit different. The track is totally different in the sense of I think the turns are harder.
It's longer too.
Yeah, it's longer too. We're gonna see. We're gonna strategize around it. One issue we had last year was pit stop.
Oh yes.
So during the first, as you know, we were first in qualifying, so we started earlier on than others. One issue we had was when we came to pit. At first, Kamio was going so well. I was like, just keep going. We have so the pit window is from 12 minutes to 18 minutes. You have a 6 minute window, and if you do not pit during that time, you're penalized. So as he was going, everything was going good. I was like, Kamio, keep going, keep pushing, and there is no need to pit now. The car was going smoothly. Just he had some, according to, I'm not gonna mention how do we calculate it, but he had more time to use. A mistake I did was, I think during the 16th minute, I was like, yeah, you can pit now. The problem was everyone started pitting during that time. There was like, how many cars in front of you?
There was about the whole pit lane was filled.
It was crazy, and it took us how many minutes?
I think we were stuck in the pit lane for like
Like
7 to 8 minutes.
6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah, 7 to 8 minutes. And 7 to 8 minutes in a 30-minute heat is
It's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. We were first, and then we ended up being
Third place.
third place. The pressure was on you after. Yeah,
I was super nervous after that because we were first place and we dropped to third place, I think.
yeah, we did.
And then I had a lot of pressure on me. And yeah. But then I was okay because he was telling me what to do. So I was kind of calm,
Yeah,
not really nervous. Yeah.
he had a lot of energy to use as well. Like
Yes.
you sat 7 minutes not driving the car. I was like, just you have to push it to the max. You really did well, actually. You caught up in sense of time. I think.
Yes.
I really need to remember the details because I feel like you overtook two people, if I'm not mistaken, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We fell back behind and then we came back
Yeah.
to third, which was good. And then the historical second heat. Second heat was a beauty. You started in the
I started
second
the
heat.
second heat.
Yes. So first heat, Kamio started, and then Chris took over. Then we decided to change strategies. Chris takes over, and then Chris starts, and then Kamio takes over.
Yeah.
How did it feel?
Oh, starting the second heat, I was super nervous because I felt like the whole team was relying on me,
Yeah, that's true.
and I had like to make them proud and win. And also we are third place, so I had to come back to get being first. So yeah, I was super nervous.
And as well with the energy, so we gave them a certain amount to work with, and Chris didn't have as much as Cameo. Chris had to make sure that he drove it so well that he gained an advantage in seconds as much as he can using that energy before he pitted. And then what happened during the pit stop? I wasn't there. I remember like two cars pitted before us and we still came out first, and I don't know how.
I
We
think
just had the fastest pit stop,
Yeah.
driver change. We had
Yeah.
the fastest driver
yeah,
change. You know?
it's like that.
Yeah, our driver change guys were really something. That
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to
Shout out to Jay and Pankaj.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
you
miss
guys
you
are
already.
goats. You guys are goats. We love
We
you guys.
miss you.
So yeah, and after I took over the car, Chris had a very difficult job. By no means necessary was it could you call it easy, but he had to be very precise with his speed, his energy consumption, so that I would be able to have enough energy to push it all the way to the end,
Yeah.
which at the time was our strategy. So, and Chris did exactly that. He did exactly what we needed, and well, the rest is
History.
history. I guess so.
A few things to add. The idea is, especially during any test, even in life, you always come up on something like an obstacle during that test. We had the biggest obstacle where we were 7 minutes behind everyone, and we had to change our strategy. We had a specific strategy coming in, we had a whole other strategy coming in. And Cameo, I told him, just keep the car going at a certain speed. And then the last 5 minutes, we said that we had energy. We're like, just push it. And I still remember the last 2.5 minutes, the car stopped working nearly. Like it was drained. It was already drained.
Super slow.
Yeah. And then, do you remember that clip of Cami just crossing the line, and the car was like a. Do you know the turtle and the hare?
It was like 1 kilometer.
1 kilometer an hour.
an hour.
That lap was what made us win the race, by the way. It was an insane feeling. Like, as soon as he passed that, everyone was screaming, everyone was shouting.
Yeah.
Feels like yesterday, to be honest. Like, it's been a year.
Yeah, it's almost been a year.
It's been a year.
Time flies.
But
Hopefully, we are able to reciprocate our performance from last year and hopefully do better this year as well.
hopefully. And we're excited to see what this year brings. The morale is quite high. And yeah,
and we have a great. Some of them are new team behind us too. So
Yeah, we have a new junior batch. They're all excited. They're all looking at us right now.
even more nervous now. Even more nervous now.
But we're looking forward to be honest.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. And that's PitStop Podcast Season 2 driver episode.
And have a fun time and
See you at the podium.
bye bye.
Bye bye.
See you.